to you, wolves. Ah, what an awesome chilly day we have today. Now, this week we've been talking about respect, but what is it called when we talk about respect for yourself? Yep, it's called self respect. Another definition of respect is to value something. One of the most important things to value is your education, what you learn. And what you learn determines who you can become later in life. The amount of education you get decides what you can do and what you can have later in life. There is a floodlight in your brain, and there's a little switch just waiting. And then for someone to flip it. And guess what? You are the only one who can decide to flip that switch on and allow learning to happen. Okay? So, for all of that to happen, we need to have our switches on. Okay? Can you see there's only two choices? We can have our learning switches on, or you can have our learning switches off. And because we're talking about respect this week, and we all know how you value education because we value education and we see all the great potential in you, you're going to choose to value education this week and have your learning switch on. That's showing self.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when we're living our dream. Everything is better when we stay together.
Also, today on Wednesday, because we're celebrating Black History Month on the month of February, we're going to be featuring one impactful and important African American on today.
Hi, this is Jeremiah from Welcome to Fresburg, bringing you free TV to watch cartoons online with educational videos for students. Please take a moment to hit the thumbs up, like, and subscribe to our channel.
Standing up and being a leader in your community is something that is always good. Today, I have a woman who stood up for what she believed in and helped change the world. Her name is Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was an African American civil rights activist whom the United States Congress called the First Lady of Civil Rights. Rosa Parks was born on February 4th, 1913 in Tuskegee, Alabama, to her father and mother, James and Leona McCauley. When it came to Rosa's ethnicity, her ancestry included being African, Cherokee Creek, and Scots-Irish. As a child, she attended the Industrial School for Girls in Montgomery, Alabama, later graduating from high school in 1933 at the age of 20. In 1943, she began working as a secretary in the Montgomery chapter of the NAACP. One of her main jobs many people didn't know about is that she was responsible for helping other African American women who had been victims of crimes. At this time in history, African Americans were not treated as equals. When it came to the areas in the country, there was segregation. Segregation meant that whites and African Americans were kept apart. Rosa is most known for standing up against being treated unfair. On December 1st, 1955, she refused to give up her seat on a bus to another white passenger. After the bus driver told her to go to the back of the bus, she refused. She was then arrested and fined. Rosa's actions led to the 13-month Montgomery bus boycott to stop African Americans from being separated. This led to the start of the Montgomery Improvement Association, which was headed by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Rosa Parks was a woman who will never be forgotten for her bravery and standing up for civil rights. Rosa Parks died at the age of 92 on October 24, 2005. Her body was flown to Washington, D.C., and now lies in honor in the Capitol Rotunda. She is the first woman and only the second African American to receive the honor, usually reserved for presidents, soldiers, and politicians.
Please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please pause for a moment of silence.
What's for lunch today? Value yourself, respect yourself, value your education, turn that learning switch on, and be ready for the learning that is ahead of you today.